Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Nvidia Shield TV. Now, this particular model is the less expensive option, 8 gigs of storage, $150 US. It comes with the refreshed remote that I covered, I think it was last year, right around before the pandemic began. And at $150, this is the best streaming device on the market. Now, I say that because I expect the same performance I get out of my original Shield that I've had since launch, which is basically the same as the Shield Pro that exists today. A very slight difference. You have the Tegra X1 Plus processor, 256 core Nvidia GPU, of course Dolby Atmos Plus support, 2 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs, as I mentioned, of storage, a micro SD card slot for expandability, dual band Wi-Fi, gigabit Ethernet, and then Bluetooth 5.0 support. And the refreshed remote is a big deal for a lot of people. For me, the old remote was fine, but I can see the novelty of the new one. It's a little bit more user-friendly. So the device, power cable, and remote, that's it. That's in the box. So let's open this thing up. And this, as I mentioned, I've been using for years. I highly recommend it. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I love my Roku, or, you know, those are garbage devices, folks. This is the creme de la creme. You want the only device you'll ever need when it comes to streaming. This is it. And yeah, it's $150, but as I mentioned, I've been using the same device since what was launched, I feel like it was the beginning of 2016, somewhere in 2016. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. And the fact that it still stands is, you know, stands up and is still the best on the market tells you what you need to know. Now, let's see if I was about to just, yeah, that's what I figured. I was gonna, you know, Incredible Hulk it. So, packaging is fairly straightforward. And the remote, you know, this triangular shape, batteries. I have been using this remote now since launch. I think alone it was 30 or 40 bucks. So clearly the 150 for the whole package, I think, is a good deal. You do have the ability to do voice commands with this, which is great. So basically, when you use the Google Assistant on here, it will search across all platforms that you have in your streaming suite. So if you have Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu, you know, Discovery Plus, HBO Max, everything, it'll search across all of them. And it really is the device to rule them all when it comes to, again, streaming content. So I like this remote better than the original. The volume control in the original, which I have somewhere here in the house, used a capacitive, you know, strip that basically you would slide your finger up and down to control volume. Here we just have dedicated volume buttons. So I think that's a little bit more user-friendly. Home, back, select, directional pad, power, menu, you know, fast forward, you know, step forward. That's it. And a dedicated Netflix button, because who has taken over the streaming business over the years? Netflix. Move those out of the way. So here is the Ethernet port that I mentioned earlier, as well as power port. And then on the other side, we've got our micro SD card slot and HDMI port and what appears to be a power button. Now, the Pro version of this is a sleeker, I think more aesthetically pleasing device, but who really gives a crap? It either works or it doesn't, right? There's no reason to nitpick about appearance. But the real advantage to the Pro version is the additional 8 gigs of storage and USB ports. You just don't have that here with this version of the Shield TV. Power brick, again, isn't a brick. It's just literally a power plug that plugs right in there. And that's it. You know, one of the things that people love about the Shield, and, you know, Linus did many content creators on YouTube did dedicated videos to this, is that with their AI algorithm, at least the claim is that you can essentially opt out of paying the additional money for Netflix in 4K, and their AI scaling will take 1080p content and make it look just as good, if not better, than the 4K streaming quality that Netflix provides. Now, that's something that I appreciate, and if you're on a budget, it's a great prospect. I personally, since I have TVs that can support more than just the 4K, but the HDR capability, all of that good stuff, prefer to still use the Netflix 4K package. But if you do want to save some dollars, and we are in a pandemic and everybody is streaming for a living, basically, I don't literally mean that, but you know what I'm saying, they're streaming a lot of content, then I do see clearly the value in saying, hey, you know what, my TV doesn't support, Dolby Vision, or, the HDR is limited, whatever it may be, you can't utilize everything. So if it's just about the 4K resolution and this thing can give you the 4K quality without paying the extra money, well, then it does something that no other streaming device does. And guess what? It does do that. And that's why so many content creators have discussed this over the course of last year when it launched, because that was one of the big appeals of the Shield's, at least remarketing campaign, I'll call it, was that it gives you the ability to ditch Netflix 4K because it will upconvert and scale using its chipset, all that content, and do a better job. And, truth is, it does pull that off. So if that appeals to you, that's another very good reason to pick this up. But overall, what it comes down to is Wi-Fi performance, and overall performance of this device is pretty much flawless. And then the other thing is you can always pick up one of Nvidia's controllers, or pretty sure you can use generic. You can use an Xbox controller. Not sure about PlayStation. I haven't really been testing that lately. And of course, game through this as well, because there are a host of titles that Nvidia has that are compatible. I thought they were going to be the Netflix of gaming. They kind of dropped the ball on that. But either way, it's still there. If you want it, take it or leave it. The Nvidia Shield is the streaming product to own. A lot of TVs will tout and market that they've upgraded their processor and they've got, better Wi-Fi. At the end of the day, the truth is they don't care about delivering great performance on any of those things. They just care about delivering a stunning display. This is how you get the best streaming experience, even if Android TV, the operating system, is built right into your TV set. I have sets like that here in my home. I should say panels, TV sets. I sound like it's 1951. You're going to want to stick to the best streaming device out there. And this is also a great way to give an older TV a facelift. It's ultimately, though, the best way to stream even on 2021 panels. So that tells you everything you need to know rather, about the Shield TV and its capability to deliver best-in-class streaming. There's not much else to know, folks. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. And please stay safe. Later.